Well, isn't that funny? Oh, this is the actual outside test. But look at this. This is how fast this goes. See that? So we're on a job today, friends. Welcome to you. Good to see y'all. This saw, or this chain, is a hand file. I got a couple ground chains with me. I got Pavarotti and I got the rip saw. I'm going to a job where I actually can't be playing around with turning screws and I just can't do it. It's not that kind of job. I need to fire up and go. And that's one thing about rip saws, power saws that I've appreciated through the years. They just fire up. This is consistently 2 to 4 pulls max. I say 3. Now, all I'm doing is what I call a cleanup filing. I'm just inspecting the tooth. This is beautiful. These are all really little bit. Now, Luke, I don't know how close you can get, Luke, on this tooth here. I want to show you something. Check out this very close. This thing right here beside that. Can you focus in on that? Okay, see the top corner? It's there, but it has been rubbed. If you look so shiny. Now stay on that focus, Luke. I'm gonna roll this back. Now look at this one. The corner has been, it's gone. It's gone off of the corner there. It's had the corner busted off, which will tell you it's not alone. Have a strong working corner again, not only strong, but look at that now. You cannot tell me you don't see the change in that right there. That has its corner back. And we're talking about this one, eh, Lukey?
Yeah.
Look at that now.
Yeah.
The corner was busted off it. Now I bring this one back. See? It has too. Wrap your mittens around that. Think about cracking a wedge with that thing. It just has nice... The handle, it goes any way, forward, backward. You can split. It actually is a really good wood split.
I've split a lot of wood with mine.
Oh yeah, you got you got the same one. Some of you may have remembered this little special wedge I have for small timber. Oh, think about that, fellas. You get that in there. I've literally had it where I've had my power, my bar right up against here like this and still sinking wedges on an angle. Well, think about it this way.
Yeah.
Right? You're hitting right now. It's a good deal. Hey.
Hey.
So, on certain jobs, friends, we would, this is what we did out in the bush or in residential combination climb and fallen jobs. Well, I hope you're enjoying the preamble. This is all part of work and jobs and storyline and everything. If you're just one of those folks now that your attention span is ruined and you don't like a story and you don't like all the ins and outs and, well, so this here is what we do, climbers do when they, you know, they're going to be needing to walk on logs. They're also going to need to be putting their spurs on to climb and set ropes or cut limbs or top a tree in half before it gets felled or whatever. But you can't just go swap your boots out. Well, I guess you could, or you could just keep going and put your picks on and go. So I knocked the studs off those, put them back in, and now I put my picks on. Now you can put your hook on. Thanks, Luke.
So now your spurs can go.
Now I can wear my spurs,
yeah. How that goes?
If you want to grab my spurs,
sure. Okay. So if you still had those points, you would, it'd be digging right in.
Yeah, you couldn't get them in.
Gotcha.
So that's how that's done. So they just fit. Without them picks out, they don't though. Logger's knot coming your way. Friends, these 10-inch Buck and Billy Ray Kelties have been a game changer. A game changer. them high up there. They save out the gusset. They feel like you're wearing a shin guard for, it's just, they're a
These are
game
nice
changer.
boots. These are Vibergs.
BuckandBillyRay.com for
I really
your
like these
10-inch
old guys.
Kelties. Grab them up.
Okay, once you got that, you grab a loop, you go here, you tuck that sucker through there, you go over top, you put that freaking sucker there. Now what the idea is, you used to just pull this straight through, right? You go through here and you would just pull the whole lace through. But I stopped doing that years ago. And I'll tell you why I did it. Because I actually go like that with my sock, nothing gets in there. But when I get home, it's over. So that's why I leave a loop in. I've showed this many times on the channel. I shared it with Nick's Boots and a bunch of folks that just weren't aware of it. It's called the logger's tie, I think, but I call it the logger's knot. And I leave a loop. And I didn't when I first started, but it's harder to get undone. But those will not come undone, you know what I mean? So I make the loop quite small, actually. This is what I do. That's it. Friends, we're on a job. It's not a lot of time to really flap gums too much, but I'm going to tell you something. These are the jobs where this is a big shout out right now to Ripsaw. Boys, you know I love you, and we've been kind of working together over the past couple of years. I've been to Pennsylvania a few times. I work with guys like, you all know I run the Iron Horse saws, which I actually have here. But friends, there's two worlds in this power saw game. Well, there's a couple different ones, but the way I see it, you can't be playing around on these jobs with screws and testing mufflers. This is pull cord go type job. So I gotta be honest, friends, Ripsaw saws are so predictable. Listen, I think you guys know me by now. If I didn't like a saw, it's not in my truck. This 572, I enjoyed it stock. I did. I enjoyed it. It's a good, robust, strong saw. Husky makes a great saw. I'm a Husky guy, true and true. Ported by Ripsaw anyway. Fantastic. With a muffler on it. Fantastic. So shout out to you, Ripsaw. If you folks need power saws, go see Ripsaw. You know, I've got lots of guys I can refer people to, but these guys, this is a different world. These guys are making saws for production people. And that is not a kick at anybody cutting cookies in their backyard and playing around. It's not. But this has to work for me right here. I can't be playing around. Can't be idling up and going goofy on me. It's got a pull cord go. So Ripsaw, again, thank you guys so much. I always like to give a little shout out to the people I work with when I get on jobs like this that help me do these jobs. I don't remember the last time I freaking ground a bar. Zoom in on that bar oil for me, Lukey, will you?
Okay.
That's DGP. You all know who this is, friends. He got me. I always say that when I shout DGP out because he got me. I was not interested in biodegradable oil, friends. I wasn't. But he got me, the son of a gun. I think my pouch has been slipped over backwards. Or no, maybe this thing's gone twisty. Yeah, there it is. Good. So, all these companies, especially these two, I love these guys. I'm not running the big suspender gig today with my pouch, friends. It's only a few trees. And I'm just hanging my fancy dancy.
Oh, fits in there nice, doesn't it?
Oh, it has to. Well, and Weaver. Weaver, you guys, that was so fun. You guys reached out to me for that pouch. I designed this pouch, kind of a leather, almost a leather, kind of a grizzly idea. But, oh my, so proud to work with Weaver. Thank you guys so much.
Friends, I'm just gonna voice over as we go. See all these loaded limbs? The tree was fully loaded this way. Just watch how I release them before I start bucking up right tight to the tree. You'll notice. Let's see if we can't get a better view of this. Yeah, see how I just pop them? But watch what happens before I don't just cut right at the tree. I release them lower at the ground. You'll see here. I just kind of pop this one here. Pop. See, I let it decompress the sucker. There's a whole bunch of them on this thing, and you can either flip your chain, you can get, just like that one, just poof, just knocked it, and it just cracked right off of there. But you can run into pinch problems and you can get hurt. Just take your time. Thanks for watching. This is a gentleman that I've worked for and with for many years, like many years, 20 easily. And it's good to see him doing his own thing. He called me on this job. It was down the street. I went down, had a look at it. I said, how about we start this afternoon? He says, right on the money. Let's go. So that's kind of how that is. Friends, what a pleasure to have the gimbal, Captain Gimbal Lukey, who, by the way, has started his own YouTube channel and his channel, and he's kind of documenting his journey. He ran a power saw for the first time the other day. He had some cork boots on. We put some power saw pants on him. I've got some surprises coming for him, but he's learning to run saw, and he's going to share that journey with you on his channel. I'm going to share it here with you. I'll put a little blurb up here at the end of the video. This reminds me of all the men, including my boy, that I, skinny kid included, who I've started on a saw. It's wild. It's just so neat to watch. But anyways, I'm just glad you're here. This is me in my element. I enjoy jobs like this. This is why I started running a power saw. I just about forgot. If you've been waiting for axe handles, I just got a call from Christine. They're burnt and stamped, and she's got them on the website again. Pop over to buckandbillyraid.com and have a gander. We're very excited about this 34-inch sheriff handle. We've been getting feedback like crazy on it. Another gentleman, just lots of fellas. And this was a special handle. This was a handle built for many different axe heads. The blacksmith heads, the freaking mauls you find out at Grandpa's shed there, the old rusted maul with the axe eye in it. People have hung so many different things on this handle already, and they're getting back to me, and it's getting rave reviews. So it's a back in stock, and of course 31 is there as well. The 31, the classic flagship handle is what I call that one, because that was my first one. It was a wood bullet handle, actually. Anyway, what else was there? There's so much. Work hard. Be honest. And be kind to one another. And get out there and happen to life. See you on the next one.
Okay, you're gonna have to walk me through even how you want to start this.
So is there anything you want to say to anybody right now? I mean, this is like, how old are you?
22?
Have you ever run a power saw?
No.
Ever?
Never.
No.
And do you hold that?
No.
You just hold it like that?
No, you click it on. Push it forward.
Push it forward?
There.
Okay.
Now that chain, you can fire that up and that chain will not go.
It won't go.
No. Fire it.
I love getting a hold of guys when they got no bad habits. They're starting from a clean slate. Like, they're not going to say to you, I know. Okay, I know. Do you? He don't know. This is going to be a good journey. Love yous.